Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle, continuing Sharuku's route. I feel like we're getting close to the end, so I think maybe we'll get her in this part. I don't know, or the next part. Anyway, we'll find out. So we just had a nice romantic moment. So he kissed me quickly one last time, straightened out his hat, and separated himself away from me.
All right, let's bring him over here then.
What?
There won't be much difference between a week and a month. In fact, you should just be going with the momentum of things.
Are you being serious right now?
The more we drag this out, the longer Otsuda has to be sad.
That's right. This is why I'm attracted to him.
Oh, right. How's our blood bond doing now?
I'll take a look. We're at 100.
Huh? And this isn't some mistake, right? Hey, why haven't you said anything? Because it had only gotten to 100 just now.
Because we confessed our love for each other and we well, she had already basically told him, but he finally admitted, and then we also always have to kiss their mark twice, so.
Congratulations, Shiro. You claimed you hate people, yet your progress has been quick lately.
Oh, you're quick.
Don't say that!
I hope you're not quick at other things. This would be the fun to tease him with. He would hate it. Hey, hurry!
Yeah, I guess. It's because your master gave me such great service.
If I'd actually had sex with him, that'd be funnier. Sharuku!
I see. 100, huh? I'm happy, but it's hard to believe, honestly.
Right. It's hard to believe until we win. All right, let's go win then.
Whoa, you're pretty ready to go. A few seconds ago you were so unsure.
Well, not like I could have helped that. I'm worried about you.
Just worry about yourself.
Sharuku, I couldn't hear that. Would you mind repeating yourself?
I said I wonder what I'll do to you once I win.
Oh, I can't wait. I decided not to think about what would happen. I want to think about what'll happen, but you'll be disappointed if he dies. The moment I did, I thought about the future. Sharuku, I have something to propose.
Shoot.
Well, I know you'll win. When you do you have any intentions on staying a little while longer in the human realm?
Huh?
I had a talk with King Enma, about what happens when we capture the escapees. I've been thinking we need to increase our presence within the human realm and build a headquarters we can trust in. I've been thinking! That's exactly word for word what our dad told us, so.
Uh-huh.
Does that interest you at all?
I don't want to be worked to the bone by the egotistical great king and corporate slave.
I see. Of course Sharuku would say this. The order could make him disappear.
I talked about it with you at Hell Mansion, remember? About there being something I wanted to become.
Huh? Right, yeah.
I wanted to become an actor.
Really? I couldn't help but gaze at his perfect face.
I was tricked into believing I could become an actor if I came to Yoshicho, since it's got lots of kabuki houses. It's where people got their start. But no one offered me a spot anywhere. Eventually, my mother died, and I no longer had a reason to get into an act, so I got out. I was always painting portraits of actors, portraits of the guys I once wanted to be. I admired them, but was also resentful. I was drawing these guys while feeling that I should have been one of them. But when I killed that first woman, I had a thought. Was an actor really what I wanted to be?
Didn't he say at one point that he was basically a male prostitute, and then he was basically like, now he's saying he wasn't? At all? Now I'm really confused. Were you just saying that? Like, it doesn't matter. Huh?
I realized I admired them just because I thought they were all free. That their freedom meant strength to me. I admired how they seemed to blatantly mock any authority figures around. I was just a fool who wanted something he couldn't have.
He fixed his hat on his head, and he had a clear look on his face as he did.
Hey, let's find a Simon before I change my mind.
Huh? Okay. Are you really, really sure?
You think I'm gonna lose?
Well, I don't, but I was feeling confident as usual, while I was the only one nervous about our situation. Like, I would just miss you so much if you died now that we've played tonsil hockey. Promise you won't disappear. Believe with everything I am that you'll win.
Leave it to me.
Like, even if you believe wholeheartedly he's gonna win, you're still afraid, you know what I mean? Of him disappearing. As we carefully looked about the area. Ah, if it isn't the daughter of Enma and the handsome one I see over there. You're Izumo no Kuni, aren't you? Oh, that's Sharka saying that.
You're Izumo no Okuni, aren't you? Call Asa over here.
Are you looking for him to slay you?
I'll be the one doing the slaying.
That's just fine. Shinobikini wants you. Surrender now and no harm will come to you.
Nah, don't feel like it.
I'm sure it's dull being a pawn for King Enma.
I'm in a hurry. Call him over.
A man who's so hasty is so unrefined.
I don't care. I'm gonna drag that guy back to hell as soon as possible so I can shack up with the woman I've fallen for.
I like how you talk. I thought I might be the one to make it rain with your blood, but I'll go and call a Simon.
We'll be waiting by the Crimson Wisteria.
Understood. I like her. Sensei Nono, why are you here?
I saw you both heading for Kumonoi Temple and surmised you might be fighting.
Noon. I'd have to find a replacement once Toshu's side disappears, don't I?
Thanks for being so considerate.
Sensei Nono's eyes narrow in a smile for some reason as he stretches his hand out toward the Crimson Wisteria. These flowers, they were normal in the past. Normal? They were still young sprouts when I died. Back then, the well here was connected to hell. After some time, these wisteria dried up. I felt sad for them, imagining they must have taken in the energies of hell. But then they grew alive again, growing bright red flowers. I'm sure these wisteria are celebrating their second life, all while watching down upon the dealings of man beneath them. And maybe so. Apologies to make you wait.
Hey, I'm happy you're here, Asa.
You don't seem to give up.
I had to keep repeating this, so let's hurry up and start this thing. Or would you rather get a warm-up in first?
No need. Then we will begin. Rift order. I'm assuming at this point there's no more choices, so yeah, okay. This is where we get our happy end. Well, okay. We're gonna get our happy end, I assume here, but...
Hey, Asa. So I've heard that you slayed around 4,000 criminals in your lifetime. Tell me then, did you go crazy sometime when you cut down those 4,000 bodies? You couldn't have actually thought of them as radishes while you did, could you? Or did you have to throw away your humanity to become a Simon Yamada?
What's necessary to carry this name is the ability to take someone's head in an instant. Slaughter them quickly and they feel no pain. A temple in the back of the Yamada mansion offers memorials for the deceased, burning candles next to the names of the executed. After beheading them and returning to the mansion, I would find their candles missing.
What the? You mean to say there was some nut living in the Yamada mansion?
It wasn't known if this was rumor or truth, but a past Asayamon Yamada said this. Our clan is the flame that accompanies those who cross the Sanzu River. Our duty is to see criminals off so that they do not lose their way. I wish you didn't speak so much. My voice hurts.
In other words, you're saying what you've all done is to save them.
Jurobe, do you think all those I killed were criminals?
What do you mean?
And who were framed by the tent governments? Women who were tricked into committing adultery by their husbands? Women who committed theft only because they were poor? Men who cut down others to make money to free a woman of the capital they loved? Women who would come to the capital seeking the way of the Buddha only to be defiled?
In that, he's talking about Shinobikuni right there.
Killed them all. Strong laugh. They say death is the result of weakness. But those in power who laugh this way are the ones with their heads taken off. Those who boast about their strength are hunted by those who come...
Those who boast about their strength are hunted by those to come who have strength. I can read.
Nothing is for certain.
You know I can't.
If that's what you think, you should have just become a monk alongside that woman.
There is no Buddha. There are no gods either.
So what? You gonna be God then?
You simply need to desire nothing.
Huh.
If you seek nothing, desire nothing, there is nothing to hate, envy, or be saddened about. Conflicts rise from desire over something. Therefore, one simply must not desire anything.
Gotta be honest, if that's the way you live where you desire absolutely nothing, that's fucking amazing because, and boring. But, you desire, ooh, good food. That's why or to have a roof over you. You know what I mean? Everybody has desires, even if they're simple ones. You know what I mean? So, to have none is kind of fucking insanity.
Oh, brother.
That is the true reality of Muro.
Muro, an untarnished state of one's soul, the untarnished state of one's soul, sorry, who has eliminated all desires like pride, envy, and hatred.
That man was suffering under his own sins. We simply rid him of that.
Don't say that!
Jurobe wasn't the reason why you cut down those women.
Wasn't the reason why you cut those women down.
Because you turned your back on the world. Women did no wrong, yet they suffered and struggled through their pain for nothing. They must have desperately hung on to the idea of the Buddha. However, the spider's thread was not lowered to the world of humans and their suffering. That is why cut them down in order to save them. I'll ask again, Jurobe, come to our side. You're in pain even now. Hell cannot save you. However, we can rid you of that pain. Jurobe, come serve Lady Shinobikuni.
Jurobe. You guys really love that name, don't you?
Sharaku tossed his dice high in the air and caught them with a disinterested look on his face. Oh, here we go. Look, angry Sharaku CG. Look at him. He looks so mad. But adorable.
If you love that name so much, you can have it. I'll even wrap it up for you. Don't ever call me by that name again. My father was one of those men who caught the ire of the tent governments. He was a samurai who was honest to a fault, who got his own stomach after being accused of being part of a rebellion.
And that, I mean, you knew when the whole, when he was bitching about the samurai thing earlier, and then later you found out his father was a samurai, you're like, okay, that's that trigger, and then now you know even more.
Jurobe, please forgive this worthless father of yours, because I was so weak. Come to leave both you and your mother. Jurobe, you must not become a samurai. You must live free.
Our home was destroyed, and my mother, who did nothing but cry, collapsed from illness, which forced me to make money from medicine in Yoshicho. Thanks to that, I witnessed a living hell that I couldn't stomach. It made the tortures in that crushing hell feel like a breeze of wind. I couldn't become anything. I didn't gain anything. That's when I started to think it. And if I could save those women who were in such a bad state, maybe I'd be saved too. I'm a piece of shit who couldn't accept myself. I don't intend on calling myself a hero. I know most of all I'm not someone sublime enough to cast judgment on others like you all are. But even so, you won't get away with threatening someone I know is a mistake and trying to erase what he did.
Sharaku.
I totally understand that Katsumi's in pain, but the one in question is the only one who can atone for what they did. I've lived in hell for a long time. Even I found it a mystery why my soul hung on and I never disappeared, even though I had no lingering desires. But after coming back out to a world where the sun shined down onto...
World where the sun shined down onto it, basically. That's a weird sentence. Anyway.
I finally understood. I was looking for a way to atone.
I wanted to rush out and hug him. Words couldn't express how I felt anymore.
I couldn't find it for so long. But now, I finally understand. And this time I'll protect someone. I won't give up. Things won't end by my hand. Apparently I'm gonna vanish if I lose today, but there's so much more I want to do. I'm gonna protect things with my friends when someone like you shows up again. Protect places, people that are special.
I was close to tearing up, but I held it in. I glanced to the side to see Sensei Nono looking like he was in an awfully good mood.
I'm an idiot, so it took me a pretty long time. But I finally found what I want to do. That's why I won't join you. That's all I have to say. Asayamon Yamada, your pardon gets taken from you today.
Oh, let's fight!
Toshusai Sharaku of the Crushing Hell, the paradise of lewdness. My hobbies are cleaning, and I've fallen for the daughter of King Enma.
I like how he throws that out there. Thanks.
In your destitution, fall down to hell. Absolute zero.
What was that? Oh my, what a remarkable growth. A privilege of the young, I suppose.
Un.
As someone who gets cold easily, Toshusai's element is ice. Because the strength of his desire rose, he can now freeze things at an atomic level. He's finally reached absolute zero. I'm sure things will get cold now. I think it's funny because he gets cold easily, his ice powers.
Un. I see. I must admit your abilities have gotten sharper compared to yesterday. However, don't get full of yourself.
Oh, I definitely will. And then she's gonna get full of me later.
He didn't say it, but you know he was thinking it, and I kind of wish he had said it, just to embarrass us a little. A blade that was deflected away grazed my arm.
Spacey, sorry, but just bear this for right now. I'll please you 100 times more than the pain you're feeling now.
I trust you. Just keep quiet and fight!
You impress me, Jirobe. No one has ever been able to injure me as much as you have now.
I see. Didn't know you were the kind of guy who compliments others so openly.
I don't wish to cut down the weak.
Same here.
The ice that flew from Sharaku's hand covered Asimon's legs. With the sound of the forming ice, he stood in place, unable to move. Well, he could still flip his swords and shit, so... I think this would happen. Could we actually win today?
Don't think you've won just yet.
Damn it!
I knew I was being arrogant. Caught off guard, my limbs were in a sad state, soaked in blood.
Jirobe, I see your decision is to die with her.
Asa, I always knew you were a nice guy. But this fight isn't over yet.
Seems there won't be an end to your chatter until you draw your last breath.
keep mouthing off even after I'm dead.
Case in point. I thought it was so beautiful. Look at the ice. Oh my god, did he freeze all of Simon's knives and swords? How all of the blades Simon threw were stopped, frozen in midair. He did, that's great.
One more.
You're too slow.
Sharaku! A sharp blade carved deeply into Sharaku's side. His body lurched forward, and I could see blood seeping through his torn suspenders.
Damn it. I'm not done yet.
I wanted him to stop, but I knew he couldn't. He can't fight, so I can't help him. All I can do now is pray. I could handle as much pain as I was given, but I could never endure losing him forever.
Though you may be my enemy, Jirobe, I must commend you for developing your skills so far in such a short amount of time. To be honest, I feel it would be so wasteful to eliminate you.
How many times do I have to tell you? Stop calling me by that name. I know you're only doing it to mock me. You're a man who threw away his name too, right, Simon Yamada?
Simon's left arm stopped moving. A sheet of ice covered it down to his fingertips.
That isn't true. Took this name in order to cut someone down.
What?
I had to see them off. My own hands. Because I wasn't able to carry them across the Mitsuse River.
Aww, that's kind of sweet. You know he's talking about Shino.
To kill someone who serves the Buddha is normally an act that makes you unable to be saved for all of eternity.
I remembered about the woman who picked off the bright red flower petal from a Simon's hair. Oh, bird.
Asa, I don't dislike that side of you. But after hearing that, I won't lose now. I'm sure you made a promise with that woman, but I've done the same too.
Sharaku pushed down his own pinky up against his lips. I couldn't help myself. Trying to keep what I was doing out of sight of Sensei Nono, I put my own pinky against my lips. Please, let him win. Give him my life, soul, everything I have. Please, give Sharaku strength.
I won't throw away my promise.
Simon's legs froze in that moment.
Why you?
And just a moment later,
Absolute zero.
frozen pillars of light tore through the air, and both of Simon's arms dropped. There's a lot of blood.
What?
I did it.
Sharaku, hang in there! I shook him hard, but he was unconscious, with a strange, satisfied smile on his face. It seems your duel has ended, Asa. I told you, did I not, that I chose the most stubborn, sturdy, and foolish of all in hell? The ones such as they are who can make the impossible possible. Say no. Now then, Asa, while any escapees will be punished accordingly, it would be such a waste for you to vanish away from us. Let us discuss with King Enma about your future another day. Huh? The world around me was spinning. Am I gonna faint too? Seems you're at your limit as well. I'll see you both off to safety, so rest for now. Well done to the both of you. "11. End. Critical mutual love. 12. Oh, that's true. 12 chapters? Okay, I guess there's 12. Anyway. 12 and then you get your after credit thing. Okay.
Ugh, that guy sure knows how to work people, calling us out here after all that yesterday.
After we collapsed, we stayed asleep for the rest of the day and night, and when we woke up, He asked us both to come, so maybe he wants you to help out at the Spirit Belvedere as well.
I'm game if you're helping out too.
Let's just go in.
Oh, it's been a while.
Itsumi? I felt tears well in my eyes just seeing his face.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. I'll be returning to my usual life today.
Normal. Wait. Don't you remember us?
Itsumi looks over to Sensei Nono, who stood behind the counter.
It's alright, I do, and I intend to remember from now on, too.
I endured it once, but I couldn't the second time. My face grew warm and I could feel tears welling. I quickly wiped away at them.
I was surprised after hearing what happened from Mr. Takamura. Or maybe surprised isn't the right word. Miss Enma, Mr. Sharaku, I deeply and humbly apologize to you both.
Cut it out, dumbass. You were a victim. You don't need to apologize.
Please let me. I couldn't bear it if I don't. I felt so pathetic, frustrated, embarrassed. Above all, I made Otsuda feel the worst out of anyone, after all she's done for me.
I know she'll be happy to hear you're okay.
She actually came by to see me yesterday.
I see.
I'm thinking of going back to my parents, maybe even next week.
Why all of a sudden?
I'm going to apologize to my father.
Sharaku and I looked at each other.
After that, I'll come back to Tokyo and study and get into medical school as I work.
The tears that I wiped away started to form again. Why now? I'll ruin my contacts.
For all the help I received from Mr. Takamura with the recent incidents, I just thought being a doctor would be so nice.
I see.
It's true I wanted to erase what happened with my father all this time, but I just couldn't forget about Otsuda or the both of you.
I felt Sharaku push down his own tears beside me. I'm sure he would never cry around everyone here.
I'll be a doctor that can help everyone. That's how I'm going to atone for what I did. Oh, that's frickin' Sharaku. Mr. Sharaku? I offended him somehow, didn't I?
It's okay. Maybe he got a little embarrassed. He might be crying in an alley right now. I made sure to keep that thought to myself.
Well, okay then.
Well, I'll be cheering you on, so that your dreams come true.
Thank you so much.
Tears formed in his eyes, causing me to almost cry as well.
I'll be heading back to the shop soon. I'm on cleaning duty today, so I have to get it done.
Right.
I'll see y'all later. Look forward to my gifts I have for you when I come back.
We will. Later. Katsumi left us. Sensei Nono, I'm sorry for collapsing yesterday. I sent both of them to Enma Palace. Both? You don't mean... She remarked that there was no point in her being there alone if Asaemon was to leave her. I see. I felt oddly sad I wasn't able to say my goodbyes to them, even though I was injured so much. So, like, she went back so you'd be like, end of game! But you know what I'm saying? There's something else going on then. I do not feel so sad. They will be punished, but those two will not vanish so easily, right? You're right. If she went back, she's not the pup. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't run away all on your own. Shut up. He said he'll be getting us gifts. What a dummy giving a prisoner gifts. I know you're happy about it.
Is that it? Did Takamura tell you anything else?
He said we can have 3 days off. We have to rest and make sure our bodies recover.
Whatever. All right, let's go to the grocery store on the way back. We gotta stock up on some food.
Like, didn't we just go grocery? We need some food, and we're gonna need some protein for the amount of for how fucking much I'm gonna bang you now. Grocery store trip. By the way, why are you stocking up on food? We can go eat if you're hungry. Told you, I know exactly where this is going.
So I won't have to go outside for a while.
You're gonna be that much of a hermit.
You might have some trouble walking too.
Promises.
What?
You said I could do whatever I wanted to you if I won.
I did not. I I know I didn't give you my answer.
And I worked so hard, too.
Uh,
I literally put my life on the line and did everything I could.
Girl, you better get some fucking energy bars.
And yet you won't praise me.
Huh? But it was amazing. You did so well. It was great. I knew you could do it, Shardaku.
Now tell me that with your body. If you're just gonna treat me so cruelly, I'll go work at Otsuda's shop for money.
No.
Well, if you're gonna be jealous, then let me sleep with you.
Just let me prepare mentally. No. Preparing is probably going to hype you up. You're going to be like, you just need to get in bed.
Where do you want to do it? My room or yours? Oh well, I guess with Tom and yours, mine would be better. Let's go.
Wait, it's still bright out.
We can close the curtains, but it's fun doing it while it's still bright out, you know.
You must be hungry, right? We should get something to eat first, and
I'd prefer to eat you. You look tasty.
I'm, all for his motherfucking lines. I'm all for this.
You're not getting away today.
Then, let me at least shower first.
Want to go in together?
You're welcome to go in the onsen by yourself. You know, it's so funny. She's being like, no, I'll go by myself. For when she was basically in the onsen, like, all right, let's go bang. And he's like, get away from me. Like, I can't run away anymore. You were the one that was ready to bang him in the fucking onsen, girls. So, come on. Come on, hike your tits up and do the man.
Well, if you're gonna be jealous, then let me sleep with you.
I let myself get jealous. Messed up there. Can't believe I did that. She wants to sleep with him as much as, but it's like, it's the, oh god, okay, all right, this is nerve-wracking. It's not like it just kind of happens in the heat of the moment. It's like, you're planning, and then you're thinking, and then you're overthinking. Yeah. And I can't let him get all cozy with other women either. I looked into the mirror and brushed my hand against my hair. It wasn't any fun having it touched by myself. Calm down. He has to know I'm more mature than he is. I would say he's more experienced than you are, but we don't know that. I'm sure they're always virginal little wallflowers, but still, we don't know that. Okay, I'm ready. She comes in this dominatrix outfit, and he's like, freaked out.
Oh, huh. You got your clothes on. You got your clothes on still?
Right, I should have changed.
No need. They're just gonna come off, and I'd rather take them off of you myself.
Can we dim the lights in here or something? Maisie. My body froze from him calling my name.
There's actually something I want you to see.
What? We're talking about having sex with me. I'm gonna see it. I know that's not it, but it's still like I'm gonna see it. We're about to have sex, right? Aww. That's so cute. It's the little photo we took in the photo booth. What is this? Why do you have this saved?
You didn't know. You get the images sent to your phone. Came out nice, don't you think?
Delete it. No. Delete it. Delete it right now so I can see you do it.
No way. This is my treasure, after all.
Delete it.
You can whip me or electrocute me as much as you want. I'm never gonna delete it.
That's so sweet and adorable. Let him have it. Delete it.
I won't show anyone. It's just for me.
Delete it. You have to delete it.
How about you keep a copy too, then? You got a new phone provision to you, right?
Huh? How would you... Oh, I love it so much. It's so cute.
You can look at it when I'm not around.
What are you saying? Just delete it. Ah. Oh, now he just threw us down on the bed. Hell yeah. He has pinned us to the wall. He has pinned us to the bed now. I'm into this.
You don't want to kiss me again? I want to. A lot.
Move! He whispered close enough to feel his breath. It was all it took for me to lose my strength.
Spacey, do you want to kiss me?
Uh,
I really, really want to. Can I?
He tangled his fingers in my hair and kissed it. It was so simple, but it made me so hot. Seriously? Thank God my air conditioning is on, is all I'm saying.
Do you want to? Or not?
Is this man always like this? Just admit it. I do. Yeah. Like, she didn't take her long to admit it.
Just as I thought.
I'm not moaning for them. I was embarrassed at how far my hips lifted off the ground the moment our lips touched. I tried to get away, but he held down my thighs. Yeah, you're gonna try to get away. No. Your body is telling you want this man.
Do him. The Mitsuse River. Who will say when we meet again? That I do not know, yet I would have my pledges to you last unto our future lives.
Huh? What? He whispered to me between kisses.
It seems like I wasn't your first man, so I'm not sure if we'd meet at the Mitsuse River. So that's why I want to at least promise for us to meet in our next lives.
Sharaku?
It's from a poem.
Mitsuse River. Who will say when we meet again? And I do not know. Yet would I have my pledge to you last until our future lives?
Who cares about some guy who was blind enough to turn you down? I'll make you forget about him.
Boemon's outside of the room crying right now. She's like moaning in capitals. Slowly, deeper and deeper. I was melting as he kissed my lips. I was about to go numb from the heat.
I love you.
Uh,
I won't be able to carry you across the river, but you're here right now in my arms. I won't ever let you become someone else's girl.
his fingers ran through my hair as he enraptured me with his kiss. He teased me, he caressed me so much I couldn't help but want to cling to him. Then, kiss me more. The words flew from my shameless lips. I love it though.
Like this.
Oh, dude, I can't pant. Internally, absolutely panting like a dog over here, but Jesus. He was very obviously the one kissing me, but I was beginning to match his energy. His lips, which were a bit colder than mine, grew hotter and hotter.
You can be more greedy. If you do, you won't care about any guys from before.
More. I wanted the man in front of me, raising his neck slowly and carefully. Touching his beautiful skin and feeling his hair gave me pleasure.
The sun's still high in the sky, but once twilight comes, you'll only be able to think of me.
But no, I
told you I'd please you, didn't I?
was afraid, yet I couldn't wait either. I knew he would keep his promise, making my heart and body go crazy.
Daisy, I'm not perfect, but I am in love with you. I'm a murderer and a failure. Will you still love me?
What do you think I am?
You're right. You're so dependable.
Promise me that you'll never disappear.
I'd like you to make the same promise.
Oh, He gripped my thighs and I felt a rush of electricity tingling across my skin. Where is your hand, sir? You know what? I'm not even going to ask. I know.
You're not a transient anymore because I'm here with you. I don't want to talk about him now, but I checked with the Great King.
Huh?
You'll be getting a soul preservation certificate once we bring back those escapees, right? But you don't need it. I'll keep you here.
Tears filled my eyes. But I didn't know if that was because of what he said or because of his skillful tongue. Damn.
That's why. Let's make promises to each other so you don't disappear.
Yeah. From the window came bright rays of light. I caressed his hair, excited for the state I would be in later that evening. I know, right? At least she's at first she's like a little embarrassed about this, but the second he pins her down, she's like, I'm into it. At least I props for them for that, as opposed to being like, oh god, no, oh my god, you touching me and it's awkward, and he kissed me and it was awkward, and it's so awkward. It's like she's a little awkward, but then she's like, fuck me now, man. She's like, I can't wait to bone this man. It's like, thank you, Jesus. You know? It's refreshing. Because I get fucking annoyed when they're like always like dainty little wallflowers. Like, oh god, I'm so in here, oh my god. They did a great job with her. Phew. I mean, she still gets a little embarrassed. Like, oh my god, it's embarrassing. But it's like a little more understandable because she's not irritating about it. I have to do my best today. Even though we captured a Simon, the strongest one out of them, the others are still out there. Yeah, so this is the after chapter. So this is the last part. Well, the next part when we do all the bad ending and everything else, but we're getting our good ending. We got our good ending is basically it, so. And who knows if we'll have more incidents. So long as Father has left the human realm and Sharaku up to me, I have to focus even harder and...
Don't just disappear from me. My skin was so cold and lonely I thought I'd catch a cold. It's our morning after. That's so mean of you to sneak out while I was pretending to be asleep. It's not even the morning anymore. It's the afternoon. I guess we didn't know when to stop last night and we slept the day away.
I mean, that just says how good it was. Stop! And here I was trying to go back to normal life. The intense heat from last night made me so crazy I had to forget it or I would lose my mind.
We'll say when we meet again. That I do not know. Yet would I have my pledges to you last until our future lives.
Don't remember that. Don't remember that.
We shared a bed together. A little affection would be nice. At least.
Good morning.
Keep being cold like that, and I'll punish you right here and now. Just kidding. As much as I'd hate passing up on that chance, I have stuff to do today.
That's right, we have to clean around the front door and the hallways.
And that won't take all day. Let's go out when we're done.
What are you up to now? I think she's a little embarrassed now, like, oh! But it's also more like the, oh my god, you want me to be a lovey-dovey in front of people?
You were screaming my name so much last night, I guess you're done with me now.
What do you want?
We still have the day off today, right? Don't you think it'd be a waste to keep those school uniforms in the closet forever?
Also, if she were screaming your name so much, whoever shares a wall with you heard everything. Can't you sell them to a used clothing store?
Let's put them on and go on a date. And then we can make out and, pretend we're having sex for the first time like naughty teenagers. It'll be great. You got angry when Tama bought his cat tower and when I bought my vacuum. But we love using them, so it's worth it.
If you want to wear it so badly, then you can go wear yours by yourself.
And it's times like these to rely on the dice. Come on, you throw them.
Wait, I didn't agree to this.
You really want me to sell them then?
Oh, they were cute. Why did it make me sad to think he'd sell them?
The sun will start to set by the time we get ready, right? Want to try and go for a little nighttime visit to the theme park?
Theme park at night? Fine, let the dice decide then. Here we go, theme park at night. You know.
That really looks good on you.
I don't really know what to say about this, but I do get happy when I get to wear this. I've wanted to wear one so much, so I'm sure I hadn't while I was alive.
Do you forget about your man from the past yet?
Not if you keep bringing him up. I was speechless as I thought about last night yet again. Hachan! The woman walking over there in such lovely clothes standing next to her man has gotta be my friend Hachan! Oh no, someone else I know. And Oshichi of all people. Well, we're in the Asakusa special ward. Of course we would see her. About this, Oshichi. Where'd you get that uniform? I want one too. Huh?
You can get them from the pharmacy in Ura. They're in the back. Just ask for it.
Yay! Hachan, I'll go get one tomorrow. We can go to the photo booth while we wear them. I glare at Sharuku as he let out a laugh. What's wrong? No, well, so... Oh, are you worried about how you're supposed to introduce Toshuzai to me? It's fine. I heard about it from Takamura. I was taking care of Katsumi Sakata, remember? That's when he told me about everything. Everything? What did Sensei Nono tell her? Oh, Toshuzai! Let me introduce myself. I'm Oshichi, Hachan's best friend.
I know about you. You're
Yaoya.
Yaoya Oshichi, the woman who set fire to Ito to see Shinosuke.
Oh, you know about me? I'm still in love with Shinosuke even now.
Okay, well, don't burn any more buildings down if you see him again.
Of course, I do feel bad for what I did. Oh, but who cares about little old me? Be nice to Hachan. Oshichi? For as long as I've known you, I've only ever talked about me and how I feel about Shinosuke. But now you can talk to me about love, Hachan. This is so embarrassing. I'm happy she's happy for us, but this is just too much. Hachan, now that you're with someone, we can be together forever. It's like I'm proposing to you. I'm sorry, Toshuzai. But I'm happy. My friend won't disappear anymore. You always seemed okay, Hachan. I tell myself you'd be okay, but you were still a transient. And I just thought of what might happen.
Don't worry. I'll always be here for her.
Right, yeah. Oh, what's wrong with me? I'm sorry to make you worry, Oshichi. But I'm fine now, so let's go take those photos together soon. Yeah, right. It's a deal. I'm sorry to bother you two. I was on a break, so I'll head back to the shop. I'll see you soon. Later.
I'll help you look for Shinosuke, too.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You see, the uniform was worth it, right?
Okay, let's just say it was.
I want to take photos again, too.
Let's go. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. We passed in front of Kumonoi Temple to see a man happily watering the garden.
Oh, do you have business here? The abbess of the temple has actually just left on a trip.
A trip?
Yeah, she said it was in order to deepen her spiritual understanding.
I see.
She said she didn't know when she would be back, but to leave the temple open. People rely on this place, so we have taken charge of the temple in her absence.
I see. Keep up the good work then, old man. I'll come by whenever you need to clean the yard.
That old man from earlier.
Yeah, I'm sure old man Enma would let her off for a lie as small as that.
That's right. I didn't tell you yet. Sensei Nono said he brought those two back to Enma Palace.
I thought as much. I imagine the reason why the corporate slave was at the blood duel was also to clean up after we were done. It's too bad I couldn't drag them down there myself, but they're tough, right? I'm sure we'll see their faces again eventually.
I think so too. Like an old double date. So cute. Huh. Those two over there.
Oh,
Two figures happily locked in each other's arms were Mikako and Haruto. Mikako. Called her Makako again. Mikako and Haruto. Sensei Nono did say he'd erase their memories.
good. That guy would have a rough time if not.
Right. We attempted to walk past them, but... excuse me. Have we met you both from somewhere? You both look awfully familiar.
Oh, sorry to ask you that so randomly. Please don't be afraid of us. It's just when we saw you both, I'm not sure why, but I felt like you were our friends.
I actually draw caricatures at Hell Mansion. I've seen you both there. And who knows, we might have even been friends in our past lives. We're both from hell, so ties like that aren't out of the question.
Our past lives. Like in a movie. That would be so fun. It was kind of, sort of in the past of this life, but same.
Come say hi next time. Hey, I'll draw you as a beautiful couple in celebration of our meeting.
Oh, wow. We've already made reservations to go watch a movie, but another day. Yeah, well, I'm not working today. That's what we said. Come by next time. I'm glad they both seem well. They didn't seem to have any side effects. I wonder if we can be friends this time.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure we'll see them around, and not just for caricatures.
We'll see them around. Hey, Sharaku, Father tasked me with watching you all.
What are you talking about?
You said you didn't want to be worked to the bone by the king or the corporate slave. But, Simon...
Yeah, I'm not serving anyone who's gonna keep pushing dirty work on me anymore.
So, you'll be going back to hell then?
I don't mind serving a hell guardian I trust.
Huh? Oh, another CG. Pretty.
And this is my proof that I'll serve under you. I told you I'd be by your side forever. I couldn't leave you and head back to hell.
Why do you always have to do that? There's so many people around.
It happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
He kissed me after he whispered those words.
I love you.
He spoke in a sincere voice I rarely heard, and my mind was practically simply collapsing.
You've stopped caring about that guy from the past now, right? Or was that not enough?
I'm alright.
I'll say when we meet again. Well, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Your soul is mine, forever and ever.
I was glad he didn't disappear. I was glad his arms that wrapped around me, his lips that grazed against me, his soul that loved me didn't disappear. I guess I wouldn't mind a few more photos.
Then let's go back after this.
And I want you to wash my hair and put in the tea seed oil.
And then, can I take off your clothes right when we get back to your room? I want the warmth of your body. I get cold easily, so I want you to be by my side and keep me warm.
You could just hold on to a hot water bag.
I want the touch of your skin.
He's so, deadly serious right now. I felt in danger, as if he would undress me right where I stood. Come on, let me go.
Not until you promise to let me undress you.
Why do you keep going on about that?
I'll die if you don't sleep with me.
I held back from telling him he already died once. I love you. I want your touch, too.
I know. That's why I asked.
His fingers tangle in my hair. My fingertips grazed against his hair. We were connected. Aww. I was like, I'm assuming that's what other outfit? Oh, we got new outfits! Do we have our school uniform? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, whoops, no, sorry. We already got the prison jumpsuit. The apron and the school uniform. Okay. Oh, he got his bath attire. There you go, guys. I'm with that. Wait a minute. You know what we never got, though? Hold on a second. I never got... Oh, we did get his bath attire, because it was there once. Okay. For a minute, I was like, whoops, I didn't want to actually... I was like, we never got his bath attire. Yes, we did. I forgot he had the towel. Okay, but I left him in his hell costume because it was like, you saw more. You have the towel over your neck. You're hiding your non-nips. There you go. Then when we start up to do the part next time, you'll get to see this. I'll start right here for you guys. For me and for you, I'll see it either way. But, right, we have to go. Where am I going? It's in the archive, right? Yeah, and we want to go. Oh, we have to do the report. We do these after. Uh. All right. Nickname Shiro. Assigned to the Crushing Hell. Date of death August 31st, 1797. 180 centimeters in height. Weight is 70 kilograms. We already read that. Murder and perverse acts are his sins. Whoops. Date of birth December 29th, 1778. Astrology sign Capricorn. Blood type AB. Hobbies cleaning, cleaning products, and grooming. Special skills cooking, cleaning, drawing, caring for animals. Strengths. Whoops. Okay. Strengths, a commitment to keeping things clean. I don't like that you can't like easily okay, there you go. If you push the down button, it goes way too far. Anyway, hobbies. Cleaning. Okay, I already read that. Special skills, cooking, cleaning, drawing, caring for animals. Strengths, a commitment to keeping things clean. Weaknesses, an obsession with keeping things clean and overspending. Favorite food, soba noodles. Dislike food, pickled daikon radish. Recent interests, trying out different cleaning products. Giving offerings to my Lady Hell Guardian. Impressions of the Hell Guardian. You look hotter lately, right? Is it because of me? I love that. You look hotter lately, right? Is it because of me? Request for the Hell Guardian. If I'll get pouty if you don't give me attention. True. Life events. An ukiyo-e artist who was active during the Edo period. It's ukiyo, right? Is that because you said the U is it? Right. Anyway. Shrouded in mystery as artist stood the test of time and is used today. His real name is Jurobe Saito. He was born into a family of warriors, and his mother hoped he would become a great samurai. His father was forced to commit seppuku under accusations of rebellion, and his family was sent to ruin. Before he died, his father told him not to become a samurai. He then began to sell himself to earn money for his sickly mother's medicine. Yeah, okay, so he did prostitute himself. Okay, yeah. Influenced by the desire to become an actor, he worked at a Kagema tea house in Yoshicho. However, he was never asked to become one. When his mother passed away, he stopped selling his body and drew portraits of actors to feed himself. He encountered many prostitutes through his work, and some who had been suffering from severe illnesses had even asked for his assistance in killing themselves. Unable to ignore their pleas, he killed 13 people. Under the crime of murder, he was beheaded by the executioner during that time, Asaemon Yamada, at an execution site in Kotsugahara. There you go. There you go. That's all of his life. And we go up here. Those are all of our let's see. And we're missing a couple, obviously, because, you know, there he is, looking like our beautiful housewife. I'm just saying, like, he is so ridiculously beautiful. Like, look at his face. It's beautiful in the CG. Like, can we, like, I'm sorry, but, like, I would not be surprised if you were playing a normal game and he was doing this. You'd be like, I'm sorry, ma'am. He's so fucking pretty. There you go. Pin me against the wall. That's right. And then that's the memory of it. Pinned me against a wall. And then he pinned me down on the bed. You know, I'm just saying I like it when they pin me. I'm sorry. I just wish you had slapped glasses on once. Then I would have been, like, dead. This one's adorable, too. Like, he's absolutely beautiful in this one, too. Like, brushing Kikinosuke. It's so funny. And Kikinosuke is blushing. So cute. This one was fun. I mean, I think all the routes have been really great so far. You know, there's not like one where you're like, okay, it's not my favorite. Like, I think they've all been really good. They've had good interactions and like reasons for like why they're tied to the character that they're trying to bring back to hell. You know what I mean? And it definitely is a lot more, I want to say slice of life than it does like action adventure, like whatever. But then his route, this one's so adorable. I love this. But like his route got a lot. I mean, they all have heavy moments, like Kikinosuke talking about his past and what those people were gonna make him do, and it's like Jesus. And then it's like, let's go grocery shopping, guys, and have a barbecue. And the same thing with this. He's like the heaviness of like all the women he killed and like why, and you're like Jesus. But then it's like, let's go play dress up and go to Hell Mansion. This game is ridiculous, but I love it. And like it is funny because like in this one when he's like in pain he looks so much younger. He really does. Like they gave him like innocent face because like, you know, he's dropping the facade. It's kind of sweet. Like I really did expect his mark to be in a somewhat in a more inappropriate, like, oh, it's got to be his stomach or something slightly inappropriate. You know what I mean? But I do think it's kind of sweet that like it's on his eye because it's a simple, sweeter place, and especially after his life having sold himself, you know, for money, whatever. That it's like kind of sweet that it's like I got a sweet little kiss place, and not like, oh, hi, it's sexy, because he's the one who's always like trying to whore himself out to you, you know. So it's like, but you get the nice little tender thing. So this one is really pretty, very saucy. She just stripped herself down and was like, let's do this. And he's like, your naked body is pressed against me. I'm, but props to him for like being like, nope, get out. Like, so I'm just saying, you know, all those games where men are like wolves, whatever. Yeah, no, nope. I mean, he's like, you are lucky I don't do anything. But like, that was all a facade. And like, look at him. Being like, naked woman pressed against me, offering to have sex with me. Please leave so I can be in agony. Because he could have done whatever he wanted right then and there. She would have gone for it. A good boy. Down. I don't have anything else to say. Like, that's why we're like, I'm just being silent through these. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have anything else. Like, I mean, though, but Shinobikuni leaving and going. This one's pretty. Going back with Asaemon. That's kind of sweet, actually, that they really did love each other, you know? Like, aww. You see that with Okuni and what's-his-face and Sanzaburo. You know, but they're kind of, like, blatantly, like, horny for each other. They kind of broadcast that, you know what I mean? But, like, Shinobikuni and Asaemon, they've mentioned it, but he doesn't say anything. But the fact that he's like, took on this name because I was going to be the one to bring her across. Like, no, that's kind of actually sweet. From this stone cold, like, villain man, like, who just has no emotion. And it's like, that's adorable, actually. But like, her choosing to go, and it's kind of like, okay. So, with Okuni and Sanzaburo, they came as a pair, right? Which made sense. So, like, Jack's route's going to be interesting because it's like, what are we going to be doing in his route? We're not going to be taking anybody back to hell, but there's going to be, like, I'm assuming stuff that's going to come out. But I would have thought Shinobikuni would have been the main target in Goemon's then, but I'm starting to think that there's another hidden piece. You know, especially now if she was so willing to go back just because we brought Asaemon back, then it seems like there's something else. There's some other piece to the puzzle. You know what I mean? And maybe we'll find that out in Jack's route. Like, oh my god, there's actually someone that's pulling her strings. And then that's Goemon's route and purpose. You know what I mean? And because we also don't know how Ikari kind of plays in. Like, we know he works for her, but they didn't really explain that. But I do, and they didn't really explain too much. But it was like something about the candy or something. And then it was like Ikari had given us that candy. We chucked it out, remember? So I was like, I mean, maybe it's, but like they made a comment about it. And then it was like, I kind of feel like that's a connection there. Honestly, like this one is really good. It's adorable and sweet, but her eyes are like super, and then like this one is like really fucking cute. You know what? We're gonna go with their cute little kissing under the trees, because at least she seems to be enjoying it. The other one, she has shocked eyes. It's adorable, but she's like super shocked by it, and this is like, we're all invested. She looks like she is groping him though, but like, girl, arms around him a little, but anyway. Yeah. Good times. So we will do bad ending where I'm sure he's going to disappear because they've kind of set that up. So we probably will too, unless we have the Kikanosuke kind of ending where he gets reborn, but then we see him, and then it's like, you know what I mean? They could absolutely go and do the same thing they did with Yona, where we both disappear and then we're both reborn. You know what I mean? Or they could go the Kikinosuke route, but the reverse, where he disappears and is reborn, and then we remember him, and then we just have to pine. I kind of hope they don't do that because that makes me sadder than like Yona's, where we both disappeared and then we were reborn, kind of found each other again. That was kind of sweet, you know? But we'll see. And then we'll also do all of those other little story kind of pieces and everything like that and get our last CG. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.